Gee, that Mickey's a great kid, Biff. Look at him standing there, proud as a king.
Sure is, Gary.
You know, I can understand why he had his heart so set in coming here. There's something about the music and the respect paid to flag kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Every phase of cadet life is designed to be inspirational. We concentrate on teaching them the meaning of honor, patriotism, and self-respect.
Yes, sir. I can believe that. Oh, by the way, Major, how's the kid doing?
Oh, excellent, Mr. Farrell. I'm sure you'll be proud of his progress.
You can say that again. That boy's sure got what it takes.
Yeah, to hear him talk, you'd think he was the dad.
Well, by the time you don't want the job, I'll take it over.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Farrell, here's a little bill for additional expenses.
A little bill?
Yes, for uniforms, books, and so forth. You'll find it all itemized.
Well, I'll take care of this right away. I'll mail you a check.
That's all right.
I want to thank you, Major, for letting us watch the wheels go round.
Not at all. Parents of our cadets are always welcome.
Well, good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
I told you to take fancy dough to keep Mickey this joint. He's only been here a little while and already you got bills.
It's a high-class place. Costs dough to keep a kid in here.
Find that out.
Hello, son. How are you, huh?
Hiya, General.
Eddie's Biff. Gee, Dad, I'm glad to see you and Biff. If you'd been here a little sooner, you could have watched this march in review.
We saw you through the window.
Yeah, and did you look proud and handsome?
How do you like it so far, Mick?
Gee, Dad, it's super. This is the real thing, not just pretending like when I was home.
You sure used to put Biff and me through a stiff course of military training.
Yeah, if you can take this military stuff like you poured on, you'll be all right.
I can take it, but I'm worried about you, Biff. I'm afraid you'll get sloppy when I'm not there to keep you on your toes.
Oh, General, you know I wouldn't be like that.
Don't you worry, Mick. I'll keep him on his toes.
That's an order from your superior officer.
Yes, sir.
Dad, you and Biff come on up and see my room. I'll get permission from the commandant.
We haven't got time right now, Mick. You see, we're on a run that took us nearby. We just dropped in to say hello. Gee, I'm glad that you're so happy about it all.
I bet you're giving those other guys a mark to shoot at. Well, we'll be seeing you.
Come again as soon as you can.
We'll do that. Keep your chin up, General.
Right.
Gee, he looks swell in his uniform, don't he?
Yeah.
My boy.
Well, for a guy who works for a living, you sure get some swell ideas. I tell you, Gary, you can't do it.
Can't do what?
Keep Mickey in that school. It costs more than you make, and the dough you saved up ain't gonna last long at this rate.
Yeah, I know. If that garage deal hadn't fallen through, everything would have been all right. Biff, I gotta keep Mick in that school. He's gonna get some of the breaks in life I never got. Working after school, jerking sodas, paper routes. It's the way Mary and I planned it before she died. I'm not gonna let her down.
I know how you feel, Gary. But what are you gonna use for money?
I don't know. I'll work it out somehow. Say, Biff, I got an idea.
I'd better be honest.
It is. The industrial boxing tournament the company's pulling. There's a $500 prize in the heavyweight class.
See, are you kidding? Those mugs will murder you.
I don't know about that. I've always been able to hold up my end in a fight.
Well, I know you have, Gary, but you'll be going up against guys who can box. That's different from an ordinary brawl.
So what? A fight's a fight. If I can get away with that prize, it'll pay enough in advance to give me a chance to get the rest of it together. What can I lose?
Well, nothing much. Maybe an eye or two.
Say, Biff, I'm pretty friendly with Pop Turner, who runs the company gym. He knows the professional game backwards. Maybe he can wise me up in a point or two.
Well, it's the first time I ever heard of a guy asking for expert advice on how to get murdered.
You know, Gary, you're going to run up against some pretty tough competition in that tournament.
I expect that, Pop. The company wouldn't be putting up a $500 prize just to be giving away the dough.
It's no use. You can't talk him out of it. He won't be happy till he wakes up in the hospital.
All right, suppose you have a little workout with one of the boys, and we'll see what you got.
Gee, thanks, Pop.
Callahan, come here.
Yeah, Pop.
Meet Gary Farrell.
How are you?
Hi, Callahan.
I want you to go a couple of rounds with him.
Yeah, it'll be a pleasure.
Gary, go in the locker room, get yourself a pair of trunks and a headgear.
Thanks, Pop.
Remember, Sparky, this is only a workout.
Ha-ha, don't worry. I won't hurt your little protege.
You know, Pop Gary's a swell guy, but he's taking a chance on getting his head knocked off because he needs the dough to keep his kid in military school. What are you going to do with a guy like that?
Help him win that dough if we can. No, I'm afraid he hasn't got it, Biff. Had enough, Gary?
No, Pop. Not yet.
Sorry if I hurt him, Pop.
Well, if you did, you don't know anything about it. He's out cold.
Hey, looks like he'll be out all night without going anyplace.
Yeah, go get dressed and come into my office, and we'll talk about that tournament. And say, when he comes to, explain to him what happened, will you?
Okay, Pop. Come on, wake up.
And so, Gary, if you learn how to defend yourself, you might have a chance to cop the heavyweight title in that tournament.
Couldn't you teach me how, Pop?
Well, in my time, I taught quite a few who became top-notchers.
I know you have. That's why I'd like you to handle me. Will you?
On one condition, Gary.
What's that?
You'll do what I tell you to.
Anything you say goes.
It's a deal, boy.
Okay, Pop, thanks. I'll be seeing you. Oh, I'm sorry, miss.
Should be knocking me down like that.
Well, nobody knocked you down. You fell.
What else could I do when you so rudely jerked the doorknob out of my hand?
Well, I said I was sorry, didn't I? Besides, you shouldn't be peeking in keyholes.
Well, of all the nerve.
What a right. Hope she doesn't enter the tournament.
Hey, who does he think he is?
It's Gary Farrell, one of our truck drivers.
Oh. Hey, he's nice.
Well, what brings you here?
Anytime Pop Turner comes out of retirement, there's a story in it. And you know my sports editor.
No story this time, Linda. I'm not in the fight game anymore.
Oh, no? Pop Turner, who trained 3 world champions, is now athletic instructor for the Braddock Trucking Company. Why? You know the right answer, so give.
Well, had to go to work. Some of my investments blew up in my face.
And nothing could get you back in the fighting racket. Not even if at the tournament I covered a boy with a punch like Dempsey's?
Hey, you're not a reporter. You're a mind reader. Well, Gary, you fought yourself up to the finals. Feel like a winner?
Hey, Pop, I can't lose.
You'll break the heart of one fan if you do. I saw Mickey out the ringside with Biff.
Yeah, couldn't keep him away.
Gee, Biff, wouldn't it be swell to see Dad win the championship?
It sure would, Mickey. But look, now don't you feel bad if you see him slapped around a bit at first, because he always takes a few while he's sizing up the other guy before he lays him on ice.
I won't be worried. My dad's got everything. He can take it.
Well, he's got a son that ain't exactly a softy.
Kip Morgan.
Hello, Linda. How are you?
What are you doing away out here? I thought you'd die if you didn't breathe the monoxide of Broadway.
No, just looking the boys over. You know, never can tell where you find a gold mine.
So I've heard, although I've never done any prospecting myself.
Oh, pardon me. I'd like you to know Miss Langdon. Rita, this is Miss Martin.
Charmed, I'm sure. Are you really?
Linda's one of our best newspaper women.
How thrilling. It has its moments, like bricklaying and gold digging.
Gentlemen, main event of the evening for the heavyweight championship of the tournament. For the Atlantic Trucking Company, at 195 pounds, Stoker Cooley. At 196 pounds, the pride of the Braddock Trucking Company, Gary Farrell.
Remember, Gary, stay in your cell till you see his chance to punch.
Say, that pride of the trucking company looks interesting.
I think he's dynamite.
It might be fun to touch a match to him and watch the explosion.
Smart little girls don't play with matches.
Watch that right, Gary.
Come on, Gary. A left.
Dive before you get murdered.
Don't think about it. Hook that right. Hook him.
Rita, would you mind going home alone tonight? I'm going to try to see him after the fight.
Oh.
Hurt, Gary?
No, Pop, I'm all right.
Lie to me, kid.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I joined up with Farrell, I picked a winner. But that punch of his, he can't lose. There he goes. Left, Gary, left, fella. Up. On the ropes, Gary. Get him in there.
Come on, Biff. Let's go
Come on.
Well, Mick, how'd you like it, huh?
Gee, Dad, it's super. You're the champ, ain't you?
Well, some sort of a champ, I guess.
But you could lick Joe loose if you ever got the chance, I bet you.
It's a mighty big order, I bet you. How's it going, Gary? Thanks, Biff.
Don't forget, boy, you got some prize money waiting at the box office for you.
Forget it, Pop. That's the most important money I ever made. Oh, so it's you again.
Yeah, no wisecracks.
I'm sorry, miss. Did you hurt yourself?
Just my feelings. Hey, you have a habit of flooring people.
I was a little lucky tonight. Pop, come here, will you?
Huh?
I've knocked this young lady down twice now. Don't you think I rate an introduction?
How about it, Linda?
Go ahead. I might as well know the guy if he's going to keep knocking me down.
At catch weights, Miss Linda Martin, meet Mr. Gary Farrell.
How do you do, Gary?
Hello, Linda. Hey, Mickey, come here, will you, son? I want you to meet the rest of the family. Come on, son. This is my boy, Mickey.
Hello, Mickey. I bet you feel mighty proud of your dad, don't you?
I sure do.
And I bet you he's mighty proud of you, too.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Come on, Linda. It's time for you to scram. In fact, you shouldn't be here at all.
Say, whoever made up the rule to keep women reporters out of fighters' dressing rooms?
The Board of Censors. Gary's got to get dressed.
But you're not going to send me away without a story, Pop.
Now, why should I give you one when I didn't give one to the other reporters? We're hungry. Now, scram. Besides, we got a dinner date over at Moore's Tavern.
Okay, Pop. See you later.
No, Pop, I like her. I wonder if she'd go out to dinner with me sometime.
How about tonight at the tavern?
Hey.
Well, that's my proposition, Gary, and I didn't think you had possibilities I wouldn't want to hand you. What do you say?
How about it, Pop?
Well, sounds like a good proposition for both of us. Of course, it's going to mean an awful lot of hard work. And you're going to have to live according to the rules. No drinking and no cigarettes. You're not going to be able to call your life your own. Now, don't say yes unless you intend to go through with it.
You ought to be flattered, Gary. Kip Morgan is the best and squarest fight manager in the business.
I wouldn't have thought it possible. One fight, and he's practically a champ.
Take it easy, Biff. I'll settle for a lot less.
What are you talking about? You made much money, the government won't know what to do with it.
Well, if you're interested, drop around my office tomorrow. We'll fix up the paper.
Go on, Dad. Do it.
Okay.
Pardon me, champ. This champagne is for you. Compliment to a little lady at the table over there.
Well, excuse me, will you pour him a drink? I'll be right back. Thanks very much.
Miss Rita Langdon, Gary.
I'm glad to know you, Rita. Would you like to join our party?
I'd love to.
Good. Rita, this is Miss...
I've already had the pleasure.
I
met Miss Langdon.
Well, this is Pop Turner and Biff Benham.
The coming heavyweight champion of the world, Gary Farrell.
Thanks, Pop.
Miss Linda, I wish you'd have Dad bring you out to visit me someday at school.
You've got yourself a date, soldier.
What's the joke, son?
I've just dated your girl, Dad.
Starting kind of young, ain't he? Want to watch that?
Mickey, I didn't know a little boy could keep a place so neat and clean.
Me and my wife had inspections this morning.
Oh, you and your what?
Wife is a cadet slang for a roommate.
Oh.
Mickey, don't startle your daddy that way. He almost went down to the couch.
I think she's super, don't you?
We could do a lot worse.
Hey, what are you two whispering about?
You'll find out someday.
Mickey hinted that a certain young lady met with his approval.
Aw, Dad, you ain't supposed to tell everything you know.
I'm glad he did, because I know a certain young man who rates very high with me, too.
Well, maybe you could pinch hit for me, Linda, while I'm away at training camp. Keep Mickey from getting so lonesome.
That's the easiest assignment I've ever had. How about dinner and a movie once in a while?
Gee, that would be super. How long will you be away, Dad?
If I go to Big Pine's training camp, maybe a month.
You could phone me once in a while, couldn't you? There's a phone out in the hall, and I wrote the number down for you.
Okay, son, I'll phone you every chance I get.
After every fight?
That'll make it pretty late, won't it?
Not if I get permission. A lot of cadets get late calls.
Okay, son, I'll phone you after every fight. Win, lose, or draw.
You'll always win, I bet you. And, Dad,
Huh?
I'll pitch hit for you while you're away.
That'll be swell. Now, listen, it's only temporary.
That's it. Come on with that left now. Use
You did? In the first round? He did it again, fellas. He knocked out McDuff in the first round. Yay! Nice going, Pop. Goodbye.
Kip Morgan's cooking up a mash for you with a Cocoa Kid.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll have a real fight on your hands, Gary. This Cocoa Kid's a tough customer.
They don't come too tough for me.
Isn't Gary a honey? I'm going to throw a party for him.
Didn't I warn you to leave him alone?
Jealous?
Jealous. Don't be silly. You know how we stand.
You talk like I was poisoned.
You are to a guy like Gary.
I don't have to stand for such insults.
You don't have to, but you will. Listen, Rita, I like having you around for laughs, but don't think for 1 minute you've been kidding me. All I ask you to do is just leave him alone. Put down your little pick and shovel. There's going to be no gold rush.
I don't know why you have to talk to me like this. I'm sure I've never done anything to deserve it. I've always been on the square with you.
Nuts, Rita.
That's it, Gary. Boy, that kid sure looks good tonight, don't he?
Stay on top. Stay on top. Don't let him get away.
Cocoa Kid.
Did you hear that, fellas? Dad killed the Cocoa Kid in the first round. Yay! Quiet, quiet. What'd you say, champ?
Champ, not just yet, but I hope to be. Okay, good night, son. Gosh, he's a swell kid. Well, Pop,
Who do we fight next?
Bomber Brown, I hope.
Bomber Brown, I don't remember him.
Well, he's just the only guy who stands in the way of you meeting a champ, that's all.
Well, get Kip to fix up a match for me.
Hey, it's not going to be as easy as all that.
Why not?
Bomber's not going to take any chances on losing a match with the champ.
Well, I'll challenge him.
Oh, you don't understand, Gary. The Bomber has everything to lose and nothing to gain in a match with you right now. We'll have a tough time getting that guy in the ring.
Ah, don't you worry, Pop. Kip will take care of me.
Hey, get this, fellas. What well-known contender for a world's ring title persistently refuses to fight his challenger on the grounds that such a bout would be a financial failure? Can it be that this contender is trying to cover up a wide streak of yellow? Am I laughing?
That's a dirty lie. I ain't afraid of nobody. Who does that newspaper Jane think she is anyway?
You're a chump to blow your top, Bomber. You're telling the world that you're the guy she was talking about.
Who doesn't know she was cracking about me? Why, Farrell's manager, Kip Morgan, throws a challenge at me every morning before breakfast.
What are you grinning at, Linda?
Nothing in particular.
You women sure like to be mysterious.
I could wring that dame's neck.
Well, you'll never have a better chance. There's Linda Martin sitting over there.
Take it easy, Bomber. Don't stick your neck out.
Oh, shut up. I'm going to tell her off right now. Why, you cheap little pencil pusher, you can't
Just
get away
a minute,
with that.
big boy. Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm not talking to you, buddy.
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay, chump, you asked for it.
Thanks, boys. I'll see you at the office.
What's the big idea?
Come on, let's get out of here before they turn in a riot call.
Now, wait a minute. There's something phony about this. Come clean.
The palooka you just laid low was Bomber Brown.
The bomber?
Yeah. I'd like to see him duck a match with you now.
Do you mean I've been framed?
You've been framed right into the match with a contender.
Oh, darling, I could kiss you.
Hey, look, not here in front of all these people. Come on.
No wonder Tex Garvin phoned this morning offering Gary a match with the Bomber. Linda, you're a champ.
Now can I go up to Big Prine's camp and interview Gary?
No, the camp's for men only.
Oh, forget I'm a girl. I'm only a reporter going up for a sports story.
You wouldn't be falling for him, would you?
Well, whatever gave you that idea?
That's what I thought. You can see him when he isn't training.
Oh, don't be so ungrateful. How am I going to interview him?
Use the telephone.
Thanks, Cupid. Hey, Kip, when you pass by a butcher shop, buy yourself a heart, will you?
Hey, Pop, look what's coming.
Sorry I'm late, Pop. I found Miss Langdon down the road with car trouble. She wants to use our phone.
Okay. Get going. Sparky's waiting for you.
Okay.
Thanks a million, Gary. You've been a darling. I do hope you'll call and see me sometime when you're in town.
I'll do that. You're liable to find me on your doorstep any morning.
Am I intruding?
You certainly are. You'll find the phone in the house.
Thank you.
That gal sure knows her way around.
Yeah. What's the trouble with her car?
A couple of spark plugs missing.
Yeah? What are you talking about? That's impossible.
I said she knew her way around, didn't I?
Oh.
Hey, Pop.
Huh?
Looks like Ladies' Day.
Hi, Vic.
Oh, Linda.
Hi, Pop. Now, don't scold me. Kip said I could interview Gary.
He didn't say you'd come out here to do it, did he?
Well, not exactly.
I thought not. Well, get back in your little buggy and scram.
After coming all the way out here, come on. Don't be an old meanie.
Hello, Toots.
Hello, you big hunk of man.
Get in the ring. We got work to do.
Okay, Pop.
Goodbye, Linda.
Say, that Pop's really on the warpath today, isn't he?
Yeah, mostly about that Langdon gal.
Rita Langdon?
Yeah, she's up the house telephoning now.
What's she doing up here?
I don't think she come up here for the ride.
Hey, wait a minute. Come here. Keep that left up. If you don't protect your chin any better than that, that bummer will tear your head off.
Don't you worry about me, Pop. I can take all he's got.
Now, no back talk. I'm giving orders around here. Try it again.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Mr. Turner.
Yes, Miss Langdon?
The line was busy, but the operator's going to call me.
Well, that won't be necessary now. Miss Martin's driving back to town, and I'm quite sure she'd be very glad to give you a lift.
I'd be delighted.
Oh, hello.
Come on, cutie.
Goodbye, Gary.
Come on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nice going.
There you are, Major.
This completes only half of your son's tuition, Mr. Farrow. When may we expect the balance?
Well, it would be all right, Major, if I gave you a check after the fight.
When is the fight?
Saturday night.
That'll be all right.
Thanks. Thanks very much, sir. Yeah. Mind if I run upstairs and see my boy?
No, it's quite all right.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Done a great job here, Mick. I'm proud of you.
And I'm proud of you, Dad. You know, every kid in school is jealous of me. Even the sergeants are nice to me.
Oh, that really is something, isn't it? You really like it here, Mick?
Gee, Dad, it's super.
That's swell.
Only I wish. Well, I wish.
Go on, Mick. What do you wish?
I wish that you could visit me more than you do. Linda's been swell, but I'm missing you.
Well, things are going to be different after my next fight, Mick. I'll have more time.
Sure, you'll never let me down.
You bet I won't.
Oh, say, Dad, I've got a surprise for you.
Now, wait a minute. Wait. There's somebody downstairs waiting to see you.
Linda?
No, but somebody just as nice.
She'd have to go some to be as nice as Linda.
Yeah, well, come on down, see for yourself. Go on. You remember Miss Langdon, Mickey?
Yes, how do you do, Miss Langdon?
It's a pleasure to see you again, Mickey.
Thank you.
No wonder your father's so proud of you. I'd be proud of you, too, if you were my boy.
Thank you, Miss Langdon. Come on, Dad, I'll show you that surprise.
Okay.
Not now, Mickey. We have to hurry off. Some friends of mine have invited us to dinner, and, well, they're important people.
Yeah, Mick, we've got to be going. But listen, I'll come back later, and then you can show me that surprise, huh?
Okay, Dad.
So long, son.
Bye. Good luck. Goodbye, Miss Langdon.
Goodbye, Cadet Farrell.
So long, General.
To me, Rita. If you know where Gary is, tell me.
Why should I bother to lie to you? I told you I haven't seen him for days. Of course, Kip, darling. If I hear from him, I'll send him over to you.
If he isn't in condition, a bomb will murder him. Do you know that he had that 3 days training in the past month? Didn't you find him?
No. Ran into a guy who seen him last night.
Where?
At a cafe with Rita Langdon.
I knew that dame was lying. Guy didn't show up in 5 minutes, I'll forfeit the fight.
You can't do that.
Who said I can't?
Well, it's that Langdon woman's fault.
Give him just 5 minutes.
Hi, laughing boy.
Where have you been for the past 3 days and nights?
Around?
Sure, around every bar in town. Don't you realize this is the most important fight of your career? Or don't you care?
Now, quit your squawking, will you? I'll whip the bomber for you.
What are you going to use, an axe?
Look, Kip, you take care of the business end. I'll do the fighting.
Do as I say, there'll be no fighting.
Okay, don't bust a blood vessel. Tell you the fight's in the bag.
Gary,
Yeah.
there's a package just come for you by messenger.
Oh, swell. Thanks, Bill. Probably from one of my fans. Wait for the party tonight. What is this, Biff, a rib? It don't fit.
It will in a couple of weeks.
You know all the smart answers, don't you?
Biff, don't let anybody in here.
Don't worry, nobody will get by me.
You can't come in, Linda.
I don't want to come in, Biff. Good luck, Gary.
Thanks, Linda.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, 15 rounds to a decision. Introducing the contender for the heavyweight championship of the world at 202 pounds, Farmer Brown. And his challenger at 198 pounds, Gary Farrell. Jim Bryant, referee. Billy Smith, timekeeper.
Hey, it's almost 10 o'clock, fellas. Time for the main event. What time do you think your dad'll phone? Oh, about 5 after 10. He told me he'd finish the bomber quick.
Nightlife and fighting won't mix, Biff.
Keep jabbing your left at him, kid. You're letting him get to you.
Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
Come on, telephone ring for us. It will any second now. We can't wait much longer. So what? If Dad doesn't knock him out in the first round, he'll do it in the second. Come on, telephone. Please ring.
What's the idea of second hands? This ain't the last round.
It is for you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, what do you say now, wise guy? See me hit him with that axe?
Yeah, but what I said still goes.
Yeah, well, bring on the champ. I'll take him, too. Wait a minute. Talk to Morgan. He's my manager. Gangway, fellas. I got a date with my girl. Come on, baby. We got places to go.
Say, Morgan, come
Well, looks like I lost that round, Biff.
I'm afraid you lost the decision. I didn't have the heart to tell you.
Thanks. Well, maybe I'll do better in my next fight.
I hope so. Are you stepping out again tonight?
That's right. I'm entitled to a little fun. I've earned it.
Yeah, but can you afford it?
Are you kidding? I'm in the big dough now.
That wasn't what I meant.
Mickey, are you crying? No. I just got something in my eye. Oh, it sounded like you were crying. Your dad sure enough off the bomber Nothing Flat. Do you think he can win the heavyweight title? Sure. He's a cinch. You can't lose on my dad. Oh, that's good.
Play some more. That was swell. I'm having a wonderful time. What's the matter with you? Isn't this swell, honey? Come on, boys. Play some more. What's the matter with you? How's that? Okay? Gee, a lot of dead people around here, aren't there, honey? Come on. Clap with me, will you? Thanks, bud. Come on, baby. Let's dance.
Next time, try and dance on the floor instead of my feet, will you?
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean any harm. What's the matter with you tonight? You don't seem to be having much of a good time.
Hi, Gary. How's the old dynamite?
It's right there, boy, right there.
Come over and have a drink with us.
Thanks, I'll do that. He's a nice fellow.
Hey, Gary, when are you going to fight the champ?
Pretty soon now, old man, pretty soon, and you can bet on me. I'm going to lick him.
Swell.
Come on, I've had enough.
Oh, now, come on, baby. Don't bust up the evening now. Listen, let's try it again, huh?
Ah, you champ!
See me later, boys. See me later.
I'm going to talk to that guy.
What's the matter with you lately, Rita? You've changed.
Oh, champ, there's a few things I want to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Did you hurt yourself?
You stay.
Listen here, sit down. Go on, get out of here, will you? Now, look, honey. The last couple of weeks, you changed.
Don't blame him, lady. I apologize.
Here, listen, babe. Hang on to this, will you? Come here, you.
Champ, after all, I didn't mean it. You know I'm your friend.
Hey, waiter. See where my lady friend went?
Yes, sir. Right out the front door.
Oh. Hello, this is Gary Farrell. Let me talk to Rita. You're not in, eh? I'll tell her I called. Yeah.
I brought you some breakfast, Gary.
Oh. Don't mention food, please.
But you gotta eat something. Look, you gotta feed a hangover.
Oh, Biff, I'm sicker than a dog.
Sure. What else can you expect the way you've been hitting it up? And you've certainly been working overtime to make the headlines.
There's something in the paper about me?
Yeah, the kind of publicity you can't pay for with money. Listen to this. Popular fighter in cafe brawl.
It wasn't a brawl. All I did was pick the guy up and put him back in his place.
Not according to the paper. Gary Farrell creates disturbance with cafe drunk.
Well, the lug spilt wine all over Rita's dress. What do you expect me to do?
So the contender for the heavyweight championship of the world had to show off for his lady love. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
So I lost my temper. So what?
If liquor affects you like that, why don't you leave it alone before you start slapping kindergarten kids around?
If all you can do is pick on me, go on. Get out of here. Scram.
That's just what I'm going to do. Here, in case you want that for your scrapbook.
You're a little late, Kip. Biff has already said it all.
There may be a few things that Biff doesn't know.
Well, if there are, you can save it for the next time. Boy, what a night. What a hangover. Say, Kip, I'm a little shy of money. Let me have another 1,000, will you?
1,000 I gave you last Saturday is the balance you had coming from the bomber fight. That's all there is.
I couldn't have spent that much.
You could under Rita's management. She's an expert, I know. Why don't you get wise to yourself and quit being a chump? Don't you know that dame's taking you for a buggy ride?
Quit this sermon. Quit this sermon. You can let me have some money for my fight with the champ, can't you?
Uh-huh. What makes you think you're going to fight the champ?
Why not?
Because the boxing commission is fed up with the way you've been hitting the booze, and they've suspended you in this state for a whole year.
They can't do that to me.
Oh, they can't? Well, they've done it. And I feel the way they do. Listen, Gary, you and I are through as of now.
That's okay with me, Kip. I can get myself another manager. And I'll fight the champ across the border. How do you like them apples?
Well, for your own sake, I hope you don't.
Hello, Mickey.
How do you do, Miss Martin?
It used to be Linda.
Yes, I know. All the kids in school say you about my dad.
Yes, Mickey, I did.
How could you write something to make people laugh at him? I thought you were fond of him.
Please try to understand, Mickey. I did it because I am very, very fond of him.
You something to hurt his feelings because you are fond of him?
Tell me, did your daddy ever give you a spanking?
Sure. He gave me some dandies.
Well, didn't he like you?
Of course he liked me. I was bad and had it coming to me.
Do you suppose it made your daddy happy to give you a spanking?
No, I don't suppose it did. But it was for my own good.
Well, that's just the answer. You see, Mickey, your dad is being very foolish. He won't listen to his friends. He's hurting himself and everyone who loves him. He's a little bit big for me to put over my knee. So that story was the only way I could spank him.
You mean it's true what you wrote?
Yes, Mickey, it's true. And I hope that story brings him to his senses.
It might help if I had a talk with Dad. Would you go with me to see him?
Yes, darling, if you'd like me to.
You try and get me a pass for Major Palmer. Tell him it's very important.
Okay.
You give me that every time I call. Well, when do you expect Miss Langdon back? Okay, I'll call later.
feeling better?
No.
Well, maybe I better not show you this.
Show me what?
What Linda wrote about you in her column.
Let me see that paper. What well-known KO artist is trying to play gent? From truck driver to stuff shirt via the glamour girl route. What a swell friend Linda ought to be. What a two-timing she's giving him. It's a laugh of the month. I'll sue that paper for damages. Or why didn't you say something?
What is it to say? When everybody knows that Rita's making a chump out of it.
Go on, beat it, Biff. You annoy me.
Hey, here's a letter for you. Found over at the old house. Oh, Linda.
Hello, Biff.
Hi, Mickey.
Mickey, what are you doing here? Why aren't you in school?
I had to find out something, Dad.
Find out about what?
About you.
Oh, I see. So you've been feeding him some of your lying keyhole gossip, eh?
Look who's calling me a liar. Why, you conceited fathead.
Dad, Linda wouldn't say anything about you that wasn't true.
Go ahead. Tell Mickey. Tell him you're on the square with him and with Kip and all the rest of us who plays you to win.
Why don't you mind your own business for a change?
Please, Dad.
Shut up, Mickey!
Once you used your rights, you could have knocked him out.
The winner, and no champ. All right, champ. It was worth it.
Oh, it's you.
Hello, baby. Aren't you going to invite me in?
I haven't time right now. I'm getting ready to go out.
Well, listen, honey, I'd like to talk to you. It'll only be for a minute.
Well, all right, but make it brief.
Gee, you look swell. Where have you been the last couple of weeks? I haven't heard from you.
Forget that. What's on your mind?
I need some money, Rita. I thought you might let me have it.
Are you trying to make a touch?
No, baby. It'll only be for a little while.
Why don't you ask Kip Morgan? He's your manager.
He was my manager.
Don't tell me you split with him.
That's right.
Why?
Well, I had a little trouble with the athletic commission. They suspended me for a year. Kip refused to handle me anymore.
So?
So, I thought you might let me have 1,000 until I get started again.
You flatter me if you think I've got that kind of money.
Well, listen, baby, I could get 1,000 on a bracelet I gave you. It'll only be for a couple of weeks.
Not on your life, big boy. I've heard that routine before. Why don't you run along and peddle your cauliflower?
Oh, so that's it. They were right. You've been playing me for a sucker.
Call it that if you want to, Gary, but I give my time. At first, I thought there was something to you besides muscle. But you're so crude. You embarrass me. Why don't you just forget little Rita?
That's going to be easy.
morning, Linda.
Any news of Gary?
No word from Biff either since last Monday.
And the Toledo clue led us nowhere, huh?
No, the guy turned out to be a ham and egger from Chicago.
Maybe we're following the wrong angle. Maybe he's not fighting.
Well, sure he is. Guy as cocky as Gary wouldn't quit the ring even if it killed him. Biff.
Hi.
Did you find him?
Sure.
Did you talk to him?
I didn't have the heart to after the beating I saw him take.
Stubborn fool in no condition, I suppose.
That's right. It was pitiful.
In the preliminaries?
Yeah, under the name of Knockout Bert.
There must be something we can do to stop him.
In spite of everything he's done to you, you still love him, eh?
Sure. He was only playing hooky.
Hey, he's fighting in Patterson tonight. If we fly, we could make it.
Let's go, Kip.
Get the airport, Biff.
All right, what are you guys doing here?
Came to see you fight.
Well, now that you had your laugh, you can scram.
Nobody's laughing, Gary.
Why'd you come, then, if you didn't come to laugh?
The fight you washed up, Gary. I hate to see you go on.
All washed up, eh? Well, don't you worry about me, Morgan. I know what I'm doing.
You won't for very long if you keep this up. Why don't you swallow your pride and quit?
Listen, you came here to give me a lecture. You're a little early. School doesn't start till next week. Oh, you too. Didn't think that you'd miss the fun.
How much of a licking do you have to take before you come to your senses? You're wrong, Gary, and you know it. But you haven't got the courage to say so. Why, you're so worried about that silly pride of yours that you don't even give a thought to Mickey, the sweetest kid in the world.
Mickey. Mickey, what happened to him?
I'm all right, Dad.
Hello, Mick. Where's your uniform? I guess I haven't been much of a dad to you, but listen, don't you worry, son. I'll have you back in that military school again.
Oh, who cares about? Who cares about? Who cares about playing soldier? That's kid stuff. I'm going to be a newspaper man. Linda says she can fix it for me if you and her can get married.
Married?
Sure. We've talked it over on the way, and that's it.
You think she'll have me?
Why don't you ask me, Gary?
Sprite fans would be interested to hear that Gary Farrell has given up the prize ring to put the little gold ring on the third finger of Linda Martin. It's a cinch that they will be blended before this edition hits the streets.